Well, hello there. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Sunday video update. My name is Jared Fuller, aka Jerry Bear, joined off camera this week by my dad,
Right.
waving in the background. Amy, she's in the bedroom taking care of other business. I hope you all had a wonderful week. My week is going pretty well. Before I get to anything else for the next hour that I'm going to be sitting here just jibber jabbering about random things. Happy birthday to my cousin Rosie. She, I don't know what that was. Oh, it was a YouTube notification. My cousin Rose celebrates a birthday today. So, Rose, happy birthday. I will be a gentleman and not reveal her age because that's not important. I'm sure she would appreciate the fact that I don't put her age out there. But today is her birthday. So Rosie, if you're watching this, happy birthday, cuz. I hope it's a good day. Love you, and I will hopefully see you soon. My week was great. So much to talk about. I'm gonna try to work this microphone a little bit closer. There we go. That's better. Actually, let's back it up just a little bit. It's too much like in my face. There we go. It was fine right how I had it. We'll increase the gain a little bit on the audio interface. For those of you who are tech savvy and know exactly what I'm referring to, this setup that I have here with the mics and the speakers and the audio interface, it's really a dynamic setup. But anyway, there's a lot to get to. This past week was pretty good, actually. My mom came down for a visit, and we went out to the Junction of Hope. And that was on, I think, Friday, wasn't it? Wasn't it like Thursday or Friday? I can't remember. It was last week, though. We went out to the Junction of Hope in Layton Corners. We had some delicious food, and we talked, and we reminisced, and we joked. So it was a good visit. What else is going on? I've just been running the roads. I've just been busy a lot. And if you've been paying attention to my YouTube channel here, which most of you have, I know you do, a good buddy of mine, his house had burned to the ground this past week, and it's a total loss. It was fully engulfed. They lost everything, and they are accepting donations, and they need help with food, maybe some extra cash on the side. They lost everything. They're living in a camper, which is on the same property as the house where they're living. And I didn't know at the time that it was my buddy whose house burned down, but this guy and I, we go back since, oh, hell, where do I start? We go back since about 90, 91. I mean, we grew up together practically. We were in grade school together, and I was really sad to hear about what had happened. I don't know exactly how the fire started. Did you hear anything about that, Dad? Oh, it's still under investigation. Okay. But I mean, obviously, I saw the house fire. I captured it with my camera on my cell phone and decided to upload a video of it here to my channel. It's kind of like a documentation thing of sorts. As Dad pointed out, the fire is still under investigation, still trying to figure out what the cause of the fire was. There's still police tape going around the premises, or at least around where the house once stood. And the family, my buddy and his wife, they're still in desperate need of help. They need diapers for their babies. They need new clothes. They need food. They need a little bit of cash. I'm sure they could use a little bit of cash. If I'm able to find a GoFundMe link, I will put it in the description of this video. If you feel so inclined to help my friends, please do. They would greatly appreciate that. I'm sure they would. But I will get a link to their GoFundMe in the description of this video. But other than that, I mean, everything is going pretty good here. Dad and Amy went out to the Owasso Speedway yesterday. I was home alone. Everybody was out there except for me, of course. And I heard that things got kind of heated out there, Dad. Yeah, a little interesting.
Yeah, don't know how to shut their mouths and quit running people off the road or
Yeah.
stop hitting them.
Yeah. There was a little confrontation of sorts going on out there at the Owasso Speedway, which is why I haven't been back there in such a long time. I mean, in terms of watching an actual race. I was out there a couple weeks ago for, I think it was time trials, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were, huh? Well, no, not a couple weeks ago when they were just driving around the track. I think that was just time trials. But I haven't been out to the Owasso Speedway to an actual race in so many years because I know that there's all kinds of troublemakers out there, whether they be racers or just people in the stands. Owasso Speedway is notorious for fighting, and that's not to put out any bad publicity for the Owasso Speedway because they've been there for a very long time. But I'm sure all of my friends, my local friends who attend the Owasso Speedway or they've raced at the Owasso Speedway, they know that there are troublemakers out there at the racetrack at all times. Seems like at all times. Maybe not so much nowadays, but every so often you get the occasional troublemaker or you get someone who's just a straight up asshole by nature, and they happen to show up at the racetrack. But I haven't been there for an actual race in a very long time. But other than that, did you have fun? You had a good time? Good.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just get it closer to my face. There we go. There we go.
Pretty fun.
You had a ball.
Yeah.
Just a second, guys. I'm going to try to
Damien did real good too.
Adjust this microphone. Maybe.
Did real good too.
Did he?
He knows how to drive. Let me tell you that.
There we go. That's better. I'm sure y'all can hear me a lot better, more clear. I just don't like the fact that I have to be right up to the mic because of this shock mount right here. I'm actually thinking about upgrading to a more expensive, more dynamic microphone. These mics are nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really enjoy these mics. They're $150 a piece, so I better enjoy them. But it's just because of the shock mount, and it just kind of gets in the way. So this is going to drive me fucking nuts. So just a second here, guys. Okay, that's good enough. I'm done fucking with the mic. But yeah, not a whole lot going on around here other than we're just taking it easy, and every once in a while I'll go out to the back 40 up just down the road here. I haven't been there lately. I got drunk last week. I was down at the back 40 with some friends of mine, and I had a little too much to drink and got feeling tipsy, and then I came home. What did I eat when I got home? Hot Pockets, I think. Oh, and there's the phone ringing right in the middle of my live stream. Who is it?
Jimmy.
Okay, well, skedaddle along if you would, please. So yeah, that's pretty much the crux of the week. I was in Bay City a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, it was a couple weeks. See, I got to write all this shit down because I can't remember what I'm doing from one day to the next. I really have to write this. Old age, it's creeping up. Although I'm only going to be 35 here in a couple months, so I just forget things. Mom's doing good. My mom's doing good. My brothers are doing okay as far as I know. Dad's doing okay. And yeah, everything here is good. Everything here is great. Really haven't had any problems with anyone. I've been, of course, keeping in contact with friends, family, and text and email. And of course, I was supposed to actually do a shout out at the beginning of this Sunday video update. So let me see if I can remember all this. My cousin Destiny, aka the Bug Eater, my buddy Joe in Kansas, my buddy JP in Oklahoma, and a new friend that I found, or a new friend that I made. Her name is Megan. She lives in, I want to say, Oklahoma, because I'm almost certain that she's watching this. So, hello, it's Jerry Bear. So, and of course, anybody else who's watching this, near and far, wherever, from a computer, from a cell phone, thanks for tuning in and thanks for listening to me talk, ad-libbing everything for the next, I don't know, 50 minutes or so. So really not too much to talk about other than I've just been really, really, really busy. Every day it seems like I'm doing something. I'm going here, going there, hanging out with people, talking to people over the phone, talking to people through email, talking to people through text message. I'm just busy all the time, going here, going there, doing all kinds of crazy shit. And when I do get downtime, I'm usually hanging with friends anyway. And tomorrow night, I will be out at Billy's Pine Run in Clio for the Monday Flashback. If you are local, if you're from Chesaning or Montrose or Clio, Dan Richards from 98 WKCQ, which is a country music station based in Saginaw, he will be out at Billy's Pine Run, and it's at the corner of M54, which is Saginaw Road, and M57, which is Vienna Road in Clio. He does a house show called the Monday Flashback between 6:30 and 8:30, playing country music by request, classic country. It's not on the radio. It's just right there at the bar. Great food, good drinks, good people. Billy's has been a wonderful establishment, a wonderful place where you can just, I sit there and I have my group of friends that I talk to, people that I've gotten to know, people I've ingratiated myself with, and they're really, really, really super friendly. And Dan Richards and his wife, Georgianne, they are just the kindest people in the world. And if you are from this immediate area, from Chesaning, New Lothrop, Montrose, Clio, even Owasso, Oakley, St. Charles, Brant, like the Chesaning geographical area, Layton Corners, and I don't know, just all the little different towns few and far between. Come on out to Clio tomorrow night for the Monday Flashback. I'll be there. Again, the Monday Flashback goes from roughly 6:30 to 8:30. Dan actually went a half hour over because we had line dancers there, and he played music where, everybody got up and started line dancing. Dad was out there last week, and he had one too many of these, and he started doing a little dancing of his own, and it was funny as hell. But we all had a great time, lots of laughs, lots of wonderful people, hanging with lots of wonderful people. Join me tomorrow night at Billy's. And, I hope you'll come out there. If you like country music, I hope I'll see you out there tomorrow night. And the rest of this week, I'm not sure, but I do know that the weather is really going to warm up. This coming week, Thursday and Friday, we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s. There's going to be a lot of humidity, chances for rain and thunderstorms this week. And here's another backup settings. Yeah, you do it right when I'm in the middle of a fucking live stream. Anyway, warm weather. There's going to be heat, humidity, chances for rain, chances for thunderstorms. It's going to feel like summer this week. They said probably from Wednesday on, but I watched the forecast this morning and I could only find 2 days where it was like mid to upper 80s, which was Thursday and Friday. It's going to be 85 and 86 degrees, but it's going to be very hot, very muggy, very humid with chances for thunderstorms. So that's where we are with the weather. I'm no meteorologist. I'm just relaying what I saw this morning on the 9 o'clock news. And as far as mask restrictions are concerned, Governor Whitmer is hoping to lift restrictions on mask wearing by the 1st of July. which is going to be great news. As it stands right now, if you are fully vaccinated, you can actually go out without the mask. So they're trying to work in a new normal, which I'm hoping we're at the end of this COVID nightmare. I'm sick of wearing the fucking masks. I'm tired of, getting the stare when I forget to put my mask on or when I forget to cover up. I'm tired of living like this, and I'm sure many of you watching at home or wherever you're watching from, I'm sure you're sick of this shit too. I'm definitely sick and tired of it. And I'm looking for the light at the end of the COVID tunnel, just like all of you. And I want to get some normalcy back so that way we can kind of go back to the way things were. Kind of, I guess semi-normal would be the more appropriate term to use. But we all need the normalcy back because this has been going on for way too long. One day was way too long as far as I'm concerned. I'm sick of wearing the mask. I'm sick of doing jumping through all these hoops. I just want some normalcy back. And I want to be able to go into a public place or into even a private owned establishment like a bar and not have to worry about wearing the fucking mask all the time. I mean, there's people who already don't anyway. Yes, I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I'm usually a Pepsi guy, but Pepsi's in the fridge getting cold. So yeah, that's where Michigan stands anyway. So there's that, but I know, I don't watch the news a lot, but when I watch bits and pieces of it, I listen to Biden talk, and he did mention how he wants to, he's trying to push it where if you're fully vaccinated, you can go out. You don't have to wear the mask. And throat's kind of a little cracky there. You don't have to go out wearing the mask if you're fully vaccinated, but if you're not, you have to wear the mask when you go. It's just people are doing it anyway. I'm not encouraging people to go out if they're sick or whatever the case may be, but people are doing that anyway. They're going out, they're having fun. When I go out to Billy's out in Clio, I wear my mask all the time. And when I sit down, the waitress is very nice people over there at Billy's. I just can't say enough about them. But when I do go in there, usually some of my friends are already there because I leave here around maybe 4:30. It takes me about hour and a half roughly, depending on traffic. But when I go in, I have my mask on. Everybody knows who I am. The wait staff, they know who I am. Melissa is a sweetheart. I walk in. Hey, Jared, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, thanks for having me. She says, go find a seat. Dan will be here in a little while. So I go find a table, sit down. I'll pull my mask down just around my neck, just beneath my chin. They'll ask me what I want to drink. If I want to order food, usually I do order food. And it's, we just go from there. Sometimes I get their club sandwich. It's called My Wife's Favorite. To fucking die for. It is delicious. Billy's, they have good food. They are a little on the pricey side, but the food is good. I've had the sandwich called My Wife's Favorite, which is a cross between a BLT and I want to say like a grilled cheese, I guess, although it's not grilled. It's toasted bread. So you've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, ham, and it's a big, big, big sandwich. And it's so big, you got to cut it in half. And then, of course, you get fries and you get a long pickle. And it's very filling. And I usually get that every week. For a couple weeks in a row, I would just get a basket of fries and a basket of mozzarella sticks because I love mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks are my favorite. But I love food. I'm a fan of food. So, but it is a wonderful time out there at Billy's, and I'll plug them one more time. corner of M54 and M57 in Clio, which would be Saginaw Road and Vienna Road. Go out there. I'm sure you'll find me. Look for the guy with the bald head and the mustache and the goatee. You'll find me. I'll be sitting down probably closer to where Dan sets up for the Monday flashback. And then his wife, Georgianne, she sits at a table where it's not too far away from, where Dan usually sets up. So she's over here. Dan would be over here. It's like a lawn table. You got Georgianne and another guy named Wayne and his wife. And then usually we're not far from Georgianne. It's me and Kenny and Terry and Dawn and a couple other friends I met last week. Their names are Tracy and Dorothy. Very nice. I mean, there's just so many nice people out there at Billy's, just wonderful people. And it seems like I make new friends every week when I go back. It is a very nice place to go. I just love Billy's. And another bar, I guess I'm just going to do this free advertising thing here on the Sunday video update this week. It's called Bay City Bills, I think. Bay City Bills Bar and Grill. I was in Bay City. Was it last week or the week before? I can't fucking remember. I got to write this shit down. Another wonderful establishment. They are a much smaller bar. They don't have like the Monday flashback or anything, but they are a much smaller bar. And they are currently doing a fundraiser for a little guy named Aaron who had a heart transplant. And I decided to go because I saw it on TV5 and I decided to go to Bay City. I made quite the hike to Bay City and checked the place out. And I talked with the owner of the bar, really super nice guy. And he says, hopefully when you come back, I'll be there and, we'll see about getting you a shirt for the kid. So, yeah, sounds good to me. This mic is acting fucking weird. I don't know what's up with that. You can hear kind of a feedback. This is part of the reason why I want to get an upgrade to this mic. They're good mics. They're good mics. Don't make no mistake. They're good mics, but I'm thinking about getting the Shure SM7B, which is a $400 microphone, but it's not going to be anytime soon. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But I'm going to hold on to these mics for backup, and I have a Blue Yeti microphone, which I used prior to this mic. And really, basically what it is just a black microphone. It's a condenser mic, and it's a USB plug-in. You don't have all this other extra stuff. You don't have the XLR cables. You don't have the audio interface. You don't even need the new speakers. You just plug it into the back of your computer, the tower, and it'll automatically register. But I wanted to get a setup that was more dynamic and my voice would come over a lot more clearer and crisper and but the Shure SM7B I think is going to be my best bet here. That's going to be my next mic upgrade. I think I can still use the XLR cables. I'm not tech savvy, but I do know what I needed. And the people at Guitar Center, they really helped me out with these mics. And the suggestions were great. And I mean, they're nice microphones. And the other one you can't see because it's off camera, but they're really nice mics. And the sound does, come through clear. Obviously, everybody can hear me. But I want to get something that's a little more dynamic than this and a little more expensive. Well, a lot more expensive, I should say, like $300 more expensive. But it'll be a nice microphone to have. And I'll still hold on to these. I'll still hold on to the microphones I have here. This one is an AKG P220. To give you a little information on the mic that I'm using here. I know many of you probably are wondering where the chat went on the side, which would probably be on, well, it would be on your right, which would appear, well, everything's backwards. So it would appear over there. Yeah, there is no more chat because people like to come into the chat room and cause problems. And so I do apologize to those of you who were hoping to leave a comment or say hello in the chat log, but people don't know how to behave themselves. They come in here acting fools, and I'm just not going to put up with it. And I do apologize. I was really hoping that people would behave themselves and not, cause problems and come into the chat room and say a bunch of stupid shit. But, people are the way they are. You're not going to change them. They're ignorant. They have nothing better to do with their time. So I'm not going to put up with it. They're miserable with their lives. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not here to try to worry about how to fix people who can't be fixed. I think I outlined that issue in my daily rant recordings, in addition to the Sunday video updates. There's a lot of issues going on in the world. I talk about a lot of things. I try to get people to understand the error of their ways and where they are going wrong in assessing problems and trying to solve many problems. Like, there is a logical way of doing things. If you go the logical route, you're going to be fine. But if you're just going to be lazy about things, well, that's your problem. That's something that rests with you, and that's off my shoulders. I have no concern with that anymore. I can only be concerned about what goes on in my life and how I choose to react and how I choose to respond to things and people. And this past week has actually been pretty good. It's been pretty good. No anxiety, no stress. Because I focus only on the people that want to talk to me. I focus only on the people who are interested in knowing how I'm doing. And it's, I keep it simple. I'm a simple kind of a guy. Oh, and how could I have forgotten Mother's Day? Last week was Mother's Day. It's a painful thing to talk about. I'm sure, just like Father's Day, it's a painful thing to talk about. But Mother's Day was pretty good. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day yourselves. Dad, I think, is finally off the phone, but he's out in the kitchen fixing himself something to eat. Dad, what did you do on Mother's Day? I know he heard me. He says, "Hold on, buddy." He's getting himself something to eat. I'll wait a couple minutes, but Mother's Day was pretty good. I did my part to wish all my female friends a happy Mother's Day, and it's not an easy day for everybody, and I'm respectful of that. So what did you do on Mother's Day?
What did we do?
We went to my dad's.
Amy joining us off camera.
And with my mother.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
adopted mother.
Yeah.
And then we just rode out here.
Yeah.
And then we just rode back to Owasso with my mom. Her van. Hung out with my mom.
What did I do on Mother? Oh, I was here on Mother's Day. Yeah, it was a Sunday. I was here on Mother's Day, but I did text my mom. Holy hell.
Probably Owen, I just hit him up on Facebook.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Amy goes back into the bedroom. Dad goes out to the kitchen. And here we are again. But I hope your Mother's Day was good last week. Mine was good, although I'm not a woman.
Your mom, Joe and David's coming out. They want to practice on our road with the trike. Your mom's coming out with a van.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I got a half hour left of the show. already. A half hour went by really fast. And I want to thank all of you for stopping by and listening to me. And you're probably, experiencing a little bit of a miss in the stream. I don't know. My internet is not as good as they told me it was going to be. And I do apologize for that. And I pay over $100 for internet service every month just to have shitty service. It's supposed to be high-speed internet, and it's high-speed bullshit. And I'm going to be giving them a call very soon, and I'm going to be giving them an earful. You're charging me over $100 a month for all this shit, and quite frankly, my internet ain't worth the fuck because it's not high speed. You guys got to figure out what's going on with this high speed shit that you're talking about.
That's what they're thinking high speed is. They need to chuck it.
Yeah. Yep. But anyway, my week was awesome, actually. Now that I think about it, my week was pretty good. Dad at Billy's last week. Holy shit. Like I said, he had a few to drink, and he started getting up, dancing, and there's this little statue thing out at Billy's. It's got like the bushy beard and the sideburns, and it's got one of those like safari style hats, and it's got I think it's a guitar or a banjo or something. And Dad grabs this little statue and he starts dancing with it. Then he goes back to our table where we're sitting, and he puts up 2 middle fingers and does this number here. Like, fuck you. And he was drinking, and we're all laughing. We're all having fun. My buddy Kenny, he about falls out of his chair laughing. That's what I mean. It's a great time out there. And again,
I told Terry, I said, you'd be a good looking guy for your face.
He told our buddy Terry, he says, well, you'd be a good looking guy if it wasn't for your face. And he says, Terry, hold on, my balls it. So he starts scratching under his chin, and Dan busts out laughing. He's like, whoa, Wayne. It's fun out there. We have such a great time. And Billy's is a good place. The people are friendly. And like I said, the food's good. The food is great. The drinks, I mean, they have lots of different spirits on tap. And it is a little pricey, but the food is great. The food is really good. I plugged Billy's like 3 times now. Corner of M54 and M57 in Clio. Right at the corner. You can't miss it. The sign's out front. It says Billy's Pine Run Inn. So if you're in the area tomorrow night, stop in 6:30 to 8:30. I'm sure you'll see me in there at Billy's. And if you do stop in, walk up to me and say, hey, I saw your Sunday video, and I saw that you advertise Billy's, and here we are. Well, I'll shake your hand or fist bump or whatever you prefer, and you can join me. You can sit down or walk up and say hello. I'm a friendly guy. Anytime, come up and say hello. There is one guy out there who usually most of this is the only guy I have problems with. The only guy I have a problem with. Now, he fought for our country. He was in Vietnam. He's got Agent Orange. I respect the guy, but that's as far as it goes. When he's drunk, he's belligerent, and he wanted to whoop my ass. He wanted to take he says, I'll take your ass out to the parking lot and I'll whoop your ass. And I said, well, let's go then. I stood up. I said, well, let's go. And he's like, nah, you're not worth it. Well, then shut the fuck up and sit down and drink your beer, But the thing is he's drunk and he's jealous of a particular individual. This lady that I talked to, her name is Dawn. Her name is Dawn. And Dawn and I are just good friends. We have nothing going on like that. Not in that way, because we're just friends. We're not.
No companionship.
It's just. Well, that's what a companion is. It's just a friend. We're not in a relationship. We're just good friends. We talk. We laugh. We have a good time. And anyway, I think she's with Kenny. I think her and Kenny have something going, but that's their business. I'm whatever floats their boat. But anyway,
No yours.
okay. But anyway, so I talked to Dawn. Dawn is a very nice lady. She's had a hard life. I'm not going to put her personal business out there, but she's had a rough life. And she was with this guy, this Rick. And
He's old.
every time another guy talks to her or sits at her table, he's accusing her of sleeping with the guys or having something sexual to do with these guys. And last week, I think I set him straight. And Dan heard me. Because Rick was sitting with another woman at a different table. And they're, pointing at us, gawking at us. And he called me over to his table. He says, "Hey, Jared." Me? Yeah, you. Come here. Fine. So I get up, walk over to his table. He says, "Hey, there's nothing going on between me and Dawn. We're good." I said, "Well, I'm going to tell you like this." I said, and I looked right at the lady that he was with. I said, "You're with this lady. Don't worry about what's going on over here. You're with this lady. You pay attention and keep your attention focused on this lady." And that lady didn't say a word to me. But Dan, he was sitting up in his corner doing the Monday flashback. He heard what I told him. And I told him, I said, "Look, dude, you're with this lady. Don't worry about what's going on at our table. You mind your business. She's minding her business. She's having fun. You do the same and mind your business." And trying to act all nice and friendly. Fuck that. I'm not going for it. I'm not going to put up with that. I appreciate the fact that you served this country, and I appreciate the fact that you fought for our freedom. Mad respect for you, but if you're going to act like a dick, then you can just skedaddle the fuck on out and leave me alone and leave me to the company of my friends and the people that I want to associate with. Easy peasy, because really and truly, I was just sitting there minding my business, eating fries and mozzarella sticks, listening to country music. I wasn't even drinking beer. I was drinking Coke. And I don't know. I'm a really jealous guy, he tells me. Well, you know what? You got to put that jealousy in check, because not every guy who talks to this woman wants to sleep with her. And furthermore, you're not with her anymore. So what the fuck do you care who she talks to? I could see if I was coming up to the woman that you're sitting with and saying, "Hey, baby, let's dance." But you know what? She's old enough to be my grandmother. No, thanks. I don't want to dance with an older woman. In fact, my friends from last week will probably be out there tomorrow night. And the one, I know for sure, the one lady will probably want to slow dance with me. So I can't turn down a dance. If she wants to slow dance with me out on the floor, okay, that's fine. That's cool. Because I told her I'd dance with her. I said, next week, if I'm out here and if you're here, we'll dance to a slow song. And she says, "Oh, I love slow dancing." Okay. I don't know. I'm just a charmer. But yeah, so that's pretty much the crux of my week. Just recently, I don't know if you guys heard this, but just recently it's called a dust devil. It's a like a tornado, but it's nothing but dust. And it was down near Kalamazoo, way down in the southwest corner of Lower Michigan. I think it was near a town called Vicksburg, which is near Kalamazoo. It's not far from Kalamazoo, but it was a dust devil. I don't think there was any damage. No one was hurt, but it's kind of a rare occurrence. But then again, it might be more common than I think. So who knows? But it was pretty neat to watch. Someone had taken some video of it with their cell phone, and it's like, wow, it's kind of interesting. It's interesting what nature can do. And that's why you should never underestimate nature, because nature tends to strike back sometimes. And when you least expect it, you find yourself in some pretty hairy situations. Um, oh, and by the way, this is the hat that I'll be wearing at Billy's tomorrow night. Look for this camouflage Sparty hat representing East Lansing. I'll be sitting at the table with my hat just like this. And I'll probably be wearing my glasses. Most likely I'll be wearing my glasses because I always wear my glasses. So there you go. I'll be wearing my hat. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow if you're local and if you're looking for a good place to go. Billy's is it. It's in Clio. Man, that 40 minutes goes by quick. I can't believe I got 20 minutes left of the show. It just goes by so fast. So fast. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements I have to make before I wrap this up here in 20 minutes. What I would like to do, because I love going on joyrides, I love going different places and checking things out. I would like to actually, because I have to get the serpentine belt replaced on my van, because there's a loud squeak. I could probably just have some spray, put on it, apply to it, and it'll take the squeak away. But I already have the belt. I went and bought the belt. I'd like to get it replaced. So that'll probably be something I do this week. But if I do get it done, I'd actually like to go to Kalamazoo. Again, I'd like to go down to Kalamazoo. Or I might even plan a trip up to Traverse City, because I have never been to Traverse City. And I would love, love, love to go check out Traverse City. I hear Traverse City is a very beautiful place. I've been to Cadillac, which is not far from Traverse City. It's just south of Traverse City. But I hear that Traverse City is a very beautiful place, and I'd like to go check it out. So one of those two places. I've been to Kalamazoo already. However, I wouldn't mind going back and checking it out. My neighbor, who lives a couple houses down, his parents live in Kalamazoo. He's originally from the Kalamazoo area, a town called Matawan, which is near Kalamazoo. It's like, I think, a suburb. He's originally from there. He moved in up to this area, Chesaning area, about 6-7 years ago. And he goes to Kalamazoo every so often to visit with his parents. And I have been to Kalamazoo once in my whole life. I might even drive by the Kellogg's cereal factory. I won't be able to go in because they stopped doing public tours of Kellogg's cereal in Battle Creek, by the way, not Kalamazoo. The Kellogg Cereal Company is located in Battle Creek, and Kalamazoo is just west of Battle Creek, down 94. But Kalamazoo is definitely in my travel plans. Battle Creek, I'll probably, like I said, I'll drive through Battle Creek. I'll look for the Kellogg Cereal Factory and get some video and upload it to my YouTube channel here. Maybe get some pictures taken. And of course, I'm very familiar with public filming. If I'm on a sidewalk, I can film anything my eyes can see. So I will be exercising my First Amendment by taking public photos and videos from a sidewalk. I'm sure there's got to be a sidewalk in front of the Kellogg's plant. I'll have to reconnoiter the area. In other words, I'll have to look at like a Google Earth if that's available, so that way I can see if there's any sidewalks I can walk on. I really don't want to walk down up the side of a road. But I'll see what I can do this week. But if you like Kellogg cereal, if you like Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran, Special K, that's all made here in Michigan. That's down in Kalamazoo. Tony the Tiger and Toucan Sam and the Apple Jacks. It's all here in Michigan. Anything Kellogg's, Pop-Tarts, the Rice Krispies Elves. Yeah, I don't know if the Rice Krispies Elves live in Battle Creek, though. I'd have to look into that. They might, if they don't work or live in Battle Creek, they might be hiding somewhere around Calhoun County. I don't know. I'll just have to look. Who knows? But anyway, those will be my travel plans this week. But, however, I have to get that belt replaced. So my van will probably be taken to my buddy Joel's garage in Owasso. He'll just charge me for the labor. And from there, should be good to go. Because there is a loud squeak. Even when I let my van run, there's a loud squeak. So hopefully that'll solve the problem. If not, then what else is wrong with my van? I don't know. I hope that'll at least alleviate the squeaking problem that I hear, the squealing sound. Because if it's not the belt, then I'm thinking maybe it's got to be one of the pulleys. It's one of the pulleys, or it might be the tensioner. Something's going on down there. I'm just going to have to figure out what it is, because I just don't know. And I think I have to get my front brake pads replaced again. So it's just one issue after the other. One issue after the other. But, you know, that's with all vehicles. You got to put money into them eventually. And, you know, I came prepared. I knew that when I got this vehicle, it ran good. It ran like a charm, ran like a champ. But as is the case with all vehicles, you have to stick money into them eventually. So that's what I'm going to have to do. Stick some money into it. But I definitely want to go to Kalamazoo. I might even still go to Traverse City. I might one day go to Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, and then like a day or two later, head up north to Traverse City. I know how to get there. I've been to Cadillac. Like I said, Cadillac is just south of Traverse City. So it's not too much further to go. Probably maybe, I don't know, half hour, 45-minute drive north of Cadillac. I got to get my places right. Because actually, I wouldn't even have to wait, because 131, which is one of the main expressways that, you know, goes into Kalamazoo, also goes up to Cadillac. So I could just head north, cut right through Grand Rapids, and just keep on going until I hit Traverse City. But I don't think 131 goes, I don't know if 131 goes into Traverse City or not. I have to look at my maps. I don't think it does. M72 goes into Traverse City. I would definitely have to study my maps here. I should know this stuff because I know pretty much where everything is in Michigan. But I will definitely have to look into a map of Traverse City. 131 might go to Traverse City. I really don't know. I think it goes up to, I know it goes to Lake City, Big Rapids, and I think Kalkaska and Petoskey. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I'll have to look. Charlevoix, I think. But I've been to Cadillac before. 55 goes to Cadillac, 131, 115 from Clare goes up to Cadillac. Amy's been to Cadillac.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to be doing some traveling this week.
One trip I wouldn't mind taking with you and Dad
Yeah.
is going to Kentucky.
Kentucky?
See my family that's down there.
Dad's going to Kentucky?
No, I said I would like you.
Oh, you would like you and me, Dad and I.
Yeah.
There are some friends I have in Kentucky. They want me to come and visit with them and stay a weekend with them.
My nephew Damien, his side of the family live up in Kentucky.
Dad, could you? No, you're busy right now.
What's that?
I was going to say, could you do me a favor and grab my phone off the charger in my bedroom? Yeah, it's on my desk. I got to check out a map of Traverse City because I can't remember if 130. I know 131 goes up by there.
Yeah.
Because I know it does because it takes you to what?
Want your phone and
Just the phone. Because I know 131 takes you to Cadillac. I'll have to educate myself a little bit here. I have to reconnoiter the area.
100%.
Oh, it charges fast, but it also dies just as quick. So let's see here.
So about what? 4:30?
What? Going up?
Yeah.
4 maybe? No.
Just 1 second here, folks. Traverse City, Michigan.
I quit smoking because of it.
Okay, so let's see which highways go into Traverse City.
What's going
Google Maps. You're gonna ride your bike today?
No, I'm putting my bell on it.
Oh,
Is Spirit Bell?
Spirit bell.
okay. Let's see. Come on, load.
Keep the Spirit Bell.
Load. Well, they even have
I didn't know that.
a bay up there in Traverse City. Come on, load. Okay, US 31 goes into Traverse City. M37 goes into Traverse City. M22 goes into Traverse City. Let's see here. So actually, if I take 131, I could actually go 131. Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect. I could actually go 131 does go into Kalkaska. I was right about that. 131 goes up around Manton. This is north of Cadillac. You got Manton. So I could get off at 115, head north on 115, come up to M37, and then head north.
Yeah.
Perfect. I just figured out a map of Traverse City. So, oh yeah, it's quite a ways up too.
Look, Cadillac's huge.
Cadillac is a big place. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you in proximity to where I live, which would be where that blue dot is, Cadillac or Traverse City is way up here in the mid. So I'm going to be going to, that's going to be a fun drive. I think that's going to be a fun trip.
Oh yeah, it'd be an exciting trip because of the scenery and
Yeah, it's going to be
everything. Oh,
beautiful
man.
up there.
You will come back and your mind will be so freaking clear.
Well,
Jared.
I tell you what, I've been to Grayling, I've been to Gaylord, I've been to all those places along 127, and the scenery is just fucking breathtaking. I love northern Michigan. But I know Cadillac is beautiful. Motherfucker.
Thank you.
I know Cadillac is a beautiful place because I've been to Cadillac. Lots of scenery up there. So I can only imagine that Traverse City is going to be beautiful. And they do have a bay up there where Traverse City sits on the shore of an open water. So I'm thinking Lake Michigan kind of wraps around to Traverse City, if I understood that map correctly. But I will find, I'm already excited. I'm already looking forward to it. And I will have some video taken of my trip because I want to take all of you along with me and I want to show you some of the sights. And I can't wait. And, Kalamazoo is a nice town. I've been to downtown Kalamazoo. It's fucking huge. Kalamazoo is big.
Piece of metal.
In your shoe?
Yeah.
Sticking you in the foot?
No, in the thumb. When I went to go.
On.
It got me right underneath the nail.
She wears her shoes on her hands.
Hey. That's the way to walk on the soul.
Walk on the soul. She's got soul. Were you on Soul Train?
A little bit before my time.
No, Soul Train was in the 70s. A little before your time. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Dang it.
Nice try.
It stinks when Jared Bear knows my age and knows when I was born.
Well, we've lived together, 20 years?
Yeah, almost 21. New Year's Eve will be 20.
I know a little something about you. But yeah, so I think I've already got plans this week.
You know a lot. You've learned a lot about me over the years.
And I've learned a lot about where Traverse City is because I knew 131 goes up in that direction. It goes up towards Kalkaska and all that.
Yeah.
So I was right about that. But-
And the only reason I know is because my kids' father,
Yeah.
his mother was seeing a guy that worked in Traverse City for the oil company.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and
we
Traverse
lived
City,
in Cadillac.
Traverse City is also the cherry capital too. The cherry capital of the world. So
He was one of them that did the lines.
So what I'm thinking, I shouldn't say because it's inappropriate, but
And the dynamite.
the cherry capital, cherry blossom. I think what do they call? There's an airport in Traverse City. I'm trying to think.
You'd have to
The
probably
cherry
Google.
airport or something like. I'll find out, folks. Just one second. Google is my friend.
I was just gonna say, Jared got me using Google.
Airport in Traverse City, Michigan. It is called Cherry Capital Airport. See, I was in the ballpark. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of airports up north.
Jared's taking me all the way up to by Mackinac Bridge just to see my son.
I've crossed the Mackinac Bridge. I've crossed the Mighty
Yeah,
Mac a
but it
few
was so
times.
long ago,
Well, when we went to St. Ignace,
well, yeah.
that I had to cross the bridge when we went to St. Ignace, but that was fun. And my friends in Iron Mountain are wanting to know when I'm coming back up again, which Iron Mountain is way on the west side of the Upper Peninsula.
Dad, I went riding the bike up that way.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Awesome.
Northern Michigan from about Clare on is just gorgeous. It's beautiful up there.
I even told him even if we just went as far as Farwell.
Yeah. And Grayling and Gaylord are beautiful cities. My dad, when he was in the service, my dad was at Camp Grayling up there. And
Family up in Gaylord.
yeah, it's beautiful up there. I love Northern Michigan. I know Ted Nugent, which, by the way, Ted Nugent tested positive for the COVID. I don't know if you heard about that. Onaway? Oh, Onaway. Yeah, it's up north. Ted Nugent tested positive for the COVID just recently. He actually owns property. He owns property in, I think, Grayling. And that's because he's from Detroit. He's originally from Detroit. So he's a natural born Michigander. I think he was born in Radford. I'd have to check Google again. See, I'm just full of information this week. Which is a nice change, because I'm not bitching and complaining about people. But yeah. Ted Nugent tested positive for COVID just recently, and Ted doesn't watch my videos, but I hope he gets better soon.
I do too.
I had the COVID and it was hell. It was bad. And I'm just
got lucky I didn't have a severe beer. We didn't have really a severe. You had like a mild.
It was bad enough to where it had me in bed for a month.
Yeah.
But I wasn't hospitalized with it.
No.
Which is fine by me.
Right.
So now that I've got the both of you here, because we're down to the last minute of the show, got some final words.
Yeah.
So I get a see you from Dad. You going to be out at Billy's tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would like to go if it's all right.
I don't care. I don't care. I've been trying to, folks, I've been trying to get her to go with us out to Billy's now for weeks. And it's always an excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. Like the Energizer Bunny, you just keep going and going and going and fucking going with excuses. No excuse tomorrow. I don't care. Dad, drag her ass.
And Mr. Wayne,
drag her ass out there.
Dragging my ass out there. even if Wayno has to go and sit and tie me in the car.
Right. So we have, hey, Scruff.
My last notice. Peace out. Be safe. And enjoy your
Enjoy your week.
weekend. The rest of this weekend.
We have officially hit the 1 hour mark already, and I can't believe how fucking fast it goes. But we are at the end of our show. So Dad said bye. Amy said have a good week. Scruffy, come here.
Scruffy's trying to say something.
Oh, this way. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye, Scruff. Well, your little heart is just racing, buddy.
He's having fun.
Goodbye. Come on. High five.
Wow, buddy, you got to calm down. Your little heart is just beating so fast. Can I get a hug? Can I get hugs? No, you don't want hugs.
Nope, he wants out.
Jesus Christ, a little fur ball.
But you love him, Jerry.
Yeah, I love the shit out of them. And Barkley, too. They're good boys. But anyway,
They can be pain in the butts.
they were good for me yesterday. But anyway, final words. Dad, what's Dad doing?
Not right now. I'm putting my bike in the shed.
Oh, Dad's putting his bike in the shed. So,
Yeah, they're always good when Dad ain't here.
yeah,
But as soon as Dad's around, look out. Yeah, I don't think.
whenever Dad's gone, they listen. Well, they listen to me regardless. But especially when,
I have a little issues with Scruffy, but Berkeley, he's pretty good.
yeah,
Scruffy,
they're-
I let him out without, because Berkeley's on the tie out, so I let him out to go to the bathroom, and a little crapper runs off on me.
So anyway, that's gonna do it for this week. We have went over the hour mark. We're like at an hour and coming up on 2 minutes.
Yeah, but we all still love you. Guys. Hang in there.
I hope you all have a wonderful week. And as Amy pointed out, be safe, behave yourselves, treat each other nicely, always do good deeds. And I will see you all next week. It sounds like somebody's going to video chat with Amy or video call Amy.
My nephew, Jeannie.
So I will see you all next week. Thank you for tuning in.
There we go.
Next week will be
Just took me a minute.
the 23rd of May. And before I wrap this up, ultimately, once again, birthday today, and I will not reveal her age. Gentlemen, I'm not going to put her age out there. But happy birthday, Rosie. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you next week. Peace out. Take care, guys. Adios.